Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page, two of the most legendary guitarists in rock history, have long been the subject of rumors, speculation, and fan fascination. Both icons emerged from the vibrant British music scene in the 1960s and helped shape the sound of modern rock with their revolutionary guitar techniques and styles. Over the years, there have been persistent whispers about tensions, unspoken rivalries, and the true nature of their relationship. Recently, Eric Clapton finally addressed some of those long-standing rumors about Jimmy Page, offering insight into a dynamic that fans have speculated about for decades. The connection between Clapton and Page dates back to their early years as part of London's bluesrock movement. Clapton, known for his work with the Yardbirds, John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers, Cream, and later as a solo artist, was already a rising star when Jimmy Page was making a name for himself as one of the most in-demand session guitarists in the UK. At one point, when Clapton left the Yardbirds in 1965, he even suggested Page as a possible replacement. Though Page declined the offer at the time, it showed the early mutual respect between the two. In the following years, both men would continue to make waves in the music industry. Page eventually joined the Yardbirds himself before founding the iconic Led Zeppelin. Clapton, on the other hand, went on to create music with bands like Cream and Derek and the Dominoes, and established himself as one of the most emotionally expressive guitarists of his generation. Despite traveling in similar circles and occasionally collaborating or sharing the same stage, there was always a sense of distance between them. For years, fans and media alike speculated about a silent rivalry. Some believed that there was unresolved tension stemming from a session recording in the 1960s that reportedly ended on bad terms. Others suggested that their contrasting musical paths, Clapton's more blues-rooted, emotive playing versus Page's bombastic and experimental style, had created an artistic divide. Both musicians remained largely silent on the matter, fueling even more speculation. Recently, Eric Clapton finally opened up during a private interview and confirmed that while he and Page had their differences, there was no deep-seated animosity between them. He acknowledged that early in their careers, their friendship was genuine and based on shared musical passion. He also admitted that disagreements did arise, particularly around the release of early jam session recordings that Clapton believed were never meant to be made public. These events created a rift, and the two slowly drifted apart. Clapton described Page as brilliant, driven, and uniquely talented, and said that their different paths simply led them in separate directions. He clarified that any rivalry was more a product of public imagination than personal hostility. According to Clapton, there was never a competition between them, just two artists trying to carve out their own legacies in a rapidly changing musical landscape. What surprised many fans was Clapton's willingness to acknowledge the emotional complexity of their relationship. He spoke candidly about how he admired Page's work with Led Zeppelin, particularly the band's early albums, and how he respected Page's ability to push the boundaries of rock music. He also expressed regret that they never spent more time working together or exploring their shared roots in blues music. Clapton's comments have put many of the rumors to rest. While the two may never have been close friends in the traditional sense, there was clearly a level of respect and recognition between them. Their paths were different, their approaches to music were different, but their contributions to rock and roll are equally monumental. In the end, Clapton's confirmation doesn't paint a picture of rivalry or resentment. It shows two iconic musicians who walked their own roads and shaped the history of music in their own way. And for fans, that honesty provides a deeper appreciation of their individual journeys and the legacy they leave behind.